What is up, video gamers? Our prayers have been answered. We finally have a Skywars update. Now, as excited as I am for the Skywars update, and I've played a good amount of it, I'm really enjoying my time with this update. I think some of the new kits they added and some of the maps are really cool, but I really don't think that this update is enough to save Skywars. I really feel like Skywars at this point is doomed to fail, but I'll get more into that at the end. First, I just kind of want to talk about the facts of the update, what's been changed. I'll go over some of the more interesting stuff first. First and foremost, I think it's best to get this out of the way, the new maps. I haven't played on all of the new maps. I've looked at pictures of all the new maps. I mean, what am I supposed to say? You know, new maps are new maps. They seem fine. You know, there are none that are particularly good. There are none that are egregiously bad. You know, maps are maps. I really feel like maps in general aren't, it's not that exciting to get maps as new content, because at the end of the day, you want something that, you know, shifts the meta, shifts the way you play. And maps don't really do that. They don't really shift kind of the way you engage with Skywars. They more so shift the way you're about to play for the next like 30 seconds. So I really don't feel like maps are too interesting, but yeah. Next we have some new kits. So the first kit I want to talk about, this is the one I don't like, is the Cryomancer. The Cryomancer is you have a sword that can permanently turn the ground around you into ice. And then you also get an ice bridge egg and 16 snowballs. And then you also start off with Prot 3 leather chestplate, leggings, and boots. You know, I don't really think this one's that cool. It doesn't really change up, you know, your strategy from Skywars game to Skywars game all too much. I think the bridge egg is pretty cool. I'll say this though, I didn't buy this kit. I didn't have enough heads. I bought the other kit, which I think is just absolutely busted. The Chrono Breaker kit is so freaking, what were they thinking when they added this kit? It's so good. It gives you, well, at first it didn't seem like it gives you that much. It gives you Prot 3 leather, chest, leggings, and boots. And then it gives you an item called the Echo. And what the Echo can do is it sends you back in time. It teleports you to the position you were standing at 10 seconds ago. And you heal 2 hearts. You can do this every 40 seconds. This is so good. You know, in my gameplay, I'm using the Chrono Breaker kit, and you can see multiple times where this Echo item wins me the game. Either I'm in the void and I echo back and all of a sudden I'm alive, and, you know, they're not expecting it. They think I died, and, you know, I get the jump on them and I end up killing them. Or I just like echo like back behind them, or echo out of a fight that I'm losing. It's so freaking good. It's so good. And you can use it up to what? Like, and you can use it every 40 seconds. That is so short. 40 seconds is not enough. That needs to be longer, because the Echo is so freaking good. I've had a ton of fun with the Chrono Breaker kit, and I haven't played against it too much. I didn't see too many people using it, so maybe I'll see some more people using it in the future. Maybe a lot of people don't have heads. I don't know. And then the next biggest thing they did is they rebalanced perks. So now you can only have 6 perks active at a time, which, you know what, like I can see where they're coming from, but I just think this change in the end is sort of stupid, because like for the perks, there are only really like a couple useful ones. You know, you have the Bulldozer perk, which is a must. You have the Juggernaut perk, which is another must. You have Savior, which, you know, it's a pretty good one. You have Nourishment, which is a really great one. The Diamond Piercer, if you have it, is incredibly good. But then like all the other perks are just really stupid. Like who's angry now that they can't have a 15% chance of shooting a fire arrow with a bow now? You know, like there are so many like there are just some really, really good perks, and then just some of the perks are just so bad. Like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is there are only really like 6 good perks, so this really isn't a hard choice which 6 perks you're going to add in. I imagine a lot of people are going to run similar perks. If all the perks were, you know, pretty balanced, and, you know, it was a real choice to choose between different perks, I think this would have been a good idea. But just the nature of how the perks are and how they're related to each other, it really makes this kind of, it makes this perk balancing change really just not do too much at all. Another thing they did was some kit balancing. The kit that was probably nerfed the hardest, I'd say, is Scout. They now only get 2 speed potions, and you have to drink them. But here's the thing, your stone sword is changed to a diamond sword. Thank goodness. because I never get diamond swords in insane mode. I feel like I don't get a diamond sword off my island like 1 out of every like 5 games. This like that change really doesn't make up for the fact that the potions were changed to drinkable and you only get 2 of them now. So those are, in my opinion, the biggest changes. There are some changes to the Angel's Descent and how that works. You know, they're removing shards. Now, you know, you can get opals through harvesting souls. I guess that's cool. I don't really care. I never really sweated Skywars enough to really dive into the Angel's Descent. They also are making a big deal about a Grim Reaper NPC, just literally just the NPC that you talk to get Angel's Descent crap. So, you know, whoop-de-doo, that is epic. And then you have Angel's Brewery, which you can brew potions that give different perks for each game they're active in. And you can win up to 25 games with these perks active. And you have to be prestige, you have to be diamond prestige to be able to even use this. So I feel like this really shows that Hypixel has no idea why Skywars is dying. Like, yes, content's getting stale, but also it can't get any new players because new players just get like demolished by veterans. And now this separates the gap between veterans and new players even more at this point, because now veterans have that extra little buff. So that brings me to sort of my concluding point about this update in Skywars as a whole, because I really feel like, you know, Skywars is at a point where it's not going to be saved. It's kind of dead. I've talked about this so many times, and I talked about it with the Angel's Brewery point, where Skywars is so hard to get into with all the perks you have to buy and upgrade and all the sweats that are going to beat down on you and be toxic to you. So it's so hard to get into Skywars as a new player. If Skywars isn't gaining any new players, if it's not growing, there's only one other way it can go, and that's down. It's losing players. I mean, I think they're heading in the right direction by reducing the cost of perks and making them only 6. But then for every step forward they take a step back by adding the Angel's Brewery. Like, I don't really know. They kind of have to commit to a direction here. You know, do they want to cater to their already sweaty players, or do they want to cater to the noob players? It's like, it's really hard to do both, and I want them to just commit. You know, that's my little rant on why Skywars is dead, and why this update, while it can't save Skywars, it probably prolonged Skywars' life maybe like another like 2 weeks or something. People are gonna get bored of this new content so soon, you know. Yeah, it's cool to get. It's not that substantial. It's whatever. So I hope you liked my terrible commentary about Skywars. I'm sorry I sound dead today. There's no particular reason why. Like, I had a good day, but I guess I just sound dead. I guess it's kind of depressing that I'm like sitting in my basement talking to myself while like people are out partying and stuff. So hey, the fact that I am not going to parties to spend my time with you guys, I think that deserves a subscribe. So everyone smash that subscribe button right freaking now. Thank you guys so much, and bye bye.